Oh yeah, World of Warcraft. So the cooldowns, if you stacked your cooldowns with the procs on your trinkets, you would do substantially more damage. If you use those during a bloodlust, you'd do substantially more damage. If you knew that all these things would happen on a certain timeline, you could position yourself to do substantially more damage. Basically, if you played World of Warcraft and you were like, oh, this cooldown is up, oh, this cooldown is up, oh, this cooldown is up, oh, I should move from this fire and do no damage for 25 seconds. Okay, back to the boss now. Oh, I'm out of mana. Yeah, I'd just do like 20 times more DPS than you, and I would think you're terrible and never want to group with you again. And that was most people playing World of Warcraft. Yeah, so a lot of trinket procs, they only lasted 10 seconds, but they had internal cooldowns. They'd actually have a really high chance to proc, but they'd have internal cooldowns. Okay. So a trinket would be like 50% increased damage, but it would have like a 2-minute internal cooldown, but then it would have like a very high chance to proc when it was off cooldown. Okay, and most cooldowns were like 15 seconds long. So I would make custom timers and match up my trinkets so they have similar or the same internal cooldown or certain multipliers. You could have like a trinket with internal cooldown of 1.5 minutes and a trinket with internal cooldown of 3 minutes, because every 3 minutes they would still line up. Okay, so knowing all this shit was really important. And the way that I would play is I would make sure that on a boss I'd have my trinkets going on around the same time. I would preemptively have a bloodlust going, I would preemptively have a potion going, I would preemptively have a rapid fire going within like 1 second before they came off of internal cooldown. So for the entire duration of the trinket procs, which are going to be massive, like 50% more damage type of shit, I would have every single cooldown stacked. I'd make sure I didn't have to move. I'd make sure I'd have proper damage on a target. It was kind of like planning out how you would do DPS. And because no one was doing this kind of shit, I would wreck people, basically.